Welcome back to UCLA Football TV, hosted by West739. Family, we talked about the wide receivers. We talked about the quarterbacks and the running backs. We talked about the defensive line and the offensive line. We talked about the linebackers, and we also talked about the DBs. Now it's time to talk about recruits. I'm not going to hold y'all. Let's jump right in. I'm watching behavior. I'm watching Bob Chesney. I'm watching his staff. I'm watching them go out into the community because offers tell you more than commits ever will. Today, we're not talking about who committed. We're talking about who UCLA is targeting and what that tells us about the future. Recruiting isn't random. It's a philosophy in public. You know that just as well as I know that. We know what we expect to see. When we say, are you recruiting the high school and the local kids in California? We know what that looks like. Over the last few days, UCLA has been on the road. That right there in itself is a lot. It says a lot. They've been at these schools. They've been in these communities. And the first thing that jumps out is California is the priority. Northern Cal, SoCal, familiar programs, familiar pipelines. That's not accidental. That's a staff saying, we're protecting home first. The good thing about it is Bob Chesney is from the East Coast. So the fact that he's locking down California, and let me use that term a little bit loosely. The fact that he's recruiting California and he's doing his best to put his face out there personally is amazing, because if he can get this state locked down and he can pull people from the East Coast to come to California, that right there in itself is going to set us up for success. And the second thing, these are not right now kids. We're talking about 2027, 2028, and even younger. That tells you this ain't panic recruiting. This is infrastructure building. This is exactly the type of stuff that we need done in this state. It's important. Do we know that these high school players is going to pan out? We don't. But do we know that we have to make a commitment to get out there and touch bases and talk to their head coaches? We do. The third thing I noticed, certain positions keep popping up. Athletes, tight ends, secondary types, versatile bodies. And that right there in itself is modern day football. You need players that can play multiple positions. That's space on the football field. That's going to put us in a situation where a linebacker can drop down and rush the quarterback. A DB can come down and play linebacker. A defensive end can drop back and cover a tight end. Those are the type of athletes that UCLA need. Pay attention to where they're going. Programs that develop, compete. That's the type of recruiting that we need. That's not Instagram recruiting. That's in-person recruiting. Now I need y'all to lock in with me. This isn't about one class. It's about identity. You don't build that with splash moves. You build that with repetition. You keep showing up to these high schools. You keep showing up to these recruits. You keep your face out there. You keep those offers on the table. That's the only way you're going to build this pipeline. So here's what I see. UCLA wants speed that lasts. They want bodies that grow. Players that stay, not rentals. Not mercenaries. And you know what I mean by that. I'm not talking about transfer portal players that want to be a Bruin. I'm talking about those rentals, those people that has been to 5 different schools. I don't personally feel like you can win with that type of player. And this approach lines up with what Bob Chesney said he was going to do when he got here. Now, let me say this. Offers don't guarantee anything, but patterns don't lie. And the pattern right now is intentional, and it's local first. We have to recruit California like it's the last place to recruit. I need y'all to talk to me. What matters more to you right now? Locking down California or chasing national stars? Which position do you think UCLA is clearly prioritizing? And be honest with me. Do you like this style of recruiting? Do you like the patient build, or do you like the fireworks? Leave it in the comments. Drop it in the comments, because one thing I can tell you is we're actively recruiting. This video, I'm going to keep it short and sweet because nothing has actually happened as far as recruiting go yet, except that they're in the field. And don't forget, if you locked in, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. UCLA Football TV hosted by West 739. Forza.